Okay. Okay, welcome to the Northwest San Pedro special meeting of the ad hoc committee for the town hall that we're going to be hosting on the 27th of October. In attendance, we have myself and Angela, John, Barbara, and Dan Dixon, and Victor Christensen, who is going to be our timekeeper. So, you know the process here, the ground rules and all.
Dispense with items 1 and 2, please.
We'll go on to past 2, even the process, and we're on 3. So update on social media campaign. So update on that is under much persistence and much emails back and forth with her. He didn't get the flyers to me today. I got an email finally at 11:30 saying they were ready, which I was totally bummed that it took him so long. He told me he'd have them Tuesday. Didn't happen.
What can we do to help?
So I've got the flyers. I have got them to Peck Park, took 2 flyers. I've gotten them to the fire department. I've gotten them to Harbor Department, to LAPD. They have been sent several with Ray down to downtown San Pedro to hit like sirens, chamber, P-bid, and he's got a couple extras to find a couple other places to put them.
Okay.
Got a couple that I can take over to the Assistance League Monday.
What I need is everybody to kind of help to get
Of
these.
course.
And so the sooner the better. I am gone at 11:30 tomorrow to take my mom to brunch, but before 11 and after say noonish, I'll be home, or 1 o'clock, I'll be home.
Noon. Come on, Melanie.
Well,
A half hour for brunch?
no,
What?
it'll be longer than
Yeah.
that. I'll be home
Get
by
it?
1:30, let's say.
Ah,
And
How early in the morning?
I'd say 2.
early in the morning, I'll be leaving probably about 10:45 to go pick my mom up.
Okay. So like 10:30 I could come by?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll text you before I come.
And so the other thing is to be thinking where you think these should be. Because I want to get one up at Bogdanovich and one at Dana. So if I could have somebody take one each up there to get them posted. We need to figure out how to get one posted at Coastal. Up at the park there, Point Furman.
Where at Point Furman would you post?
I'm not sure. See, that's the thing. Maybe on one of the community building that's there.
I think there's some kind of community billboard on the Cetacean Society building, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just guessing. John, Barbara, perhaps you could take one for Pollyann Bakery.
Yeah, I could do that. I have OSB in the morning, early morning.
Yeah.
I won't be back till 11, but
Okay.
I can get some to you in the afternoon tomorrow, John.
yeah, and then I can put one up over at because the gift shop closes at 3 on Saturday. So I
Okay,
can put one up there, and then I give one to Pollyann Bakery.
right. So that would be good. Where else?
John, if you would get
I
say,
could probably do Perosi too.
Yeah,
John, if you would get 3 or 4 or 5 extras for me, I'll pick them up from you, and maybe Happy Cafe, for
that-
instance,
Yeah,
Happy, whatever, and
Happy
places
Diner.
like that.
some of these businesses, if you have a relationship with them, it'd be great to get them in there. I'm wondering
Yeah.
if Waffle would be willing, Mona, to post something too. I'm pretty sure she would. I tried to get Ralph's and stuff today to do it, and they kind of put their finger off at me and told me to get out and under no certain terms. I just, they weren't willing to.
Companies with corporate, yeah.
Yeah.
They're busy merging with Albertsons.
I'm not sure if Bagak is back, Bagakis for Big Nick's to put something there. He was in Hawaii, I thought, but I'm not sure.
well, I could pass one over there.
Okay,
Yeah, he could
Yeah.
probably put at the corner store too, right?
maybe that's an
Oh.
idea.
Didn't he buy the corner store?
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
So maybe
Okay,
a couple.
so
One-
should we coordinate this so we're not duplicating efforts? Like I volunteer for Bog and Dana Friendship Park.
okay, and I could do the Assistance League, Pollyann Bakery, Perosi, and I'll hit up John over there, the
Sleep,
pizza place, Big Nick's.
Rosie, Big Nick's, and Pollyann. Okay, and
Yeah.
then Angela is Deanne Dana.
And
Bogdan-
Bog. Is there one at Peck Park yet?
They got two because they have two billboards. Store for Big Nick's too.
Yeah, well, Big Nick's, I'm gonna give him two.
Yeah.
One for here and one that he'll put at the Cornerstone.
Deanne Dana, Bogdanovich. Where else? Can you try and do Coastal, Angela? Peck Point.
Yes.
So Point Furman.
You know what, Angela? You know where the stage is at when you
Yeah.
go to Point Furman?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I believe on the right, if you're standing in front of the stage on the right side, around the building there, I think there is a billboard there, or it's
One of
on that
those-
wall.
One of
Before
those
you get
places.
to the bathrooms.
Okay, so tape
Yeah.
or push pin situation.
So
I'll
Dan,
bring both.
Yeah.
and you're gonna take 5, you said, to go to.
Well, yeah, I don't know exactly where to put them. I'll try not to duplicate anything,
Okay.
but I'll give it a try.
We're
All right.
having lunch at Serenat tomorrow. Again, Dad's in town. Is there any businesses over there?
It would be great if Serenat would put it, because they get a lot of business there, but whether they will or not, I don't know.
Okay. I'll bring tape and flyers and I'll ask.
Yeah,
Cause then there's Shore Grill and it's Fantastic Cafe.
right. I'm wondering too, we need to get one over to Harbor Regional Park to Ken Mowry. Post over there in their community building, wherever it is over there. They have a community part in their community.
I'll do
center.
that. I'll do Cameloy.
Harbor Regional, okay.
The one by Kaiser, yeah?
Yeah, the one by Kaiser.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And I'm trying to think. I
The one
want to,
where all our rangers are.
how do we get up to Leland to post anything or rent a park?
The entrance is up. If you look on the map, you can see it. It's
Probably
It's
post
a-
Leland and something at Rena,
yeah, right, yeah.
at Averill Park too.
And I would wait till afternoon tomorrow in case it rains in the morning.
Right, and then also the Harbor PV North to get something up to Deanne Dedman to put up there.
I can do that, and I can try our vet at PV Drive in Western. See if
When
they'll
is
put
that
it-
office open though?
8:30 to 5 every day.
Oh, even on the weekends?
No,
Oh, okay.
No,
Then I can't really help.
Deanne was sent one in an email. She can print it out if she wanted, but anyway.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah, we just,
Monday will be,
we have,
have to be reasonable for some of these places.
so we'll just do what we can do and get them out there as
Yeah.
much.
I
know.
think
Yeah.
we're probably gonna reach more people on social media, but
Oh,
it's good to
surely.
have flyers about people.
So, okay, so,
And
then,
as long as we're getting all, love San Pedro, love CA, love California, love, San Pedro, California, San Pedro, CA, let's have fun in San Pedro. If you hit all of those San Pedro ones, they'll
Yeah.
take it. We can put it on there, they'll take it.
told him this week, so this week, this whole week needs to be constant, boom, 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 hitting social media from starting this weekend on until the day of. we need to blast it on Instagram and everything. So.
You have a copy of it that you can send it via email to me?
Yep.
Okay, send it via email and I'll get it because I've got like 10, 12 San Pedro socialites that I go on.
And you probably want to put something on there like, do you care about your parks? Or do you care about safety in your parks? Let's come and hear what your city officials have to say, you know,
Okay,
something like that, something
Yeah.
graphic people to want to.
okay,
I like improve public safety, like send the message that we're trying to do something positive here.
Yeah, let's improve public safety in our parks. Come
Yeah.
into the conversation.
okay.
Okay, so then the background thing. So everybody did get the small, Dan, did you get the small one from Chris, the final?
I got it. I'm sure somebody will show me how to do it, so.
Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, I'll show you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in the bottom of your iPad. Let's see, I'm gonna stop the share for a minute. So down where it says, where you turn your video on, you know, stop video or start.
Yeah, yeah,
So you right click that, you click that arrow thing beside it, and it says choose virtual background.
Well, don't right click it, just click the arrow.
Yeah,
But you already have to have the picture saved onto your iPad, right?
right. It has
Yeah,
to
you still have to have it set. I always save everything on desktop because it's easier to pull when you go into the,
matter your pictures. I have mine in pictures. And then you just go to, it says
yeah,
background, add one. So when you
Yeah.
choose background, you have a plus sign up at the top.
right.
And you click that and you grab the picture, you load the picture, and then it
Right.
should,
Yeah, I actually know how to do it. I'll do it.
okay.
Just-
Is mine switched? Does it look right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so that's cool. I got to make sure Ray has it too for his background because he'll be there speaking on behalf of Northwest as president. So anyway, so back to the agenda.
Okay.
You're gonna send it to me too?
Yep, I'll send it to you, Vic. So discuss background, Francis, we did. So discuss any items need readdressing. And Vic, we're at your point. So since Vic, this is an agenda item that was on the last one, but Vic wasn't here. So we're going to readdress it this time. So let me go to the agenda. This is the actual agenda now for us. But you can see how it's formatted. This is the one that's just going to committee members. The questions won't be on the other one. The committee members are getting the one that has the questions. So we've got welcome and reading of the mission statement. We've got all of that ironed out. And then Ray is going to speak, and then introduction of panelists, and then town hall format and guidelines. So then we're going to go to the update from LAPD, and that's going to have 10 minutes of public comment, one item each, or 1 minute each. And then CD15 working group update, 10-minute public comment on agenda item, 1 minute each. Then LAPD presentation, 10-minute public comment, agenda item on agenda item, 1 minute each. And these are the questions that were sent to them. And then down and down. Okay, Vic?
Is the assumption that there will be public comment on each of the questions that is under an agenda item? Or
Yes.
just on the agenda item itself?
It's the agenda item itself, LAPD.
Okay,
And the public won't have access to the questions. These are just things we're expecting the speaker to talk about.
We sent
And
them-
we're gonna follow up with them if they skip one of those.
Yeah, we sent them the questions that kind of we wanted them to format their presentation around.
oh,
And-
okay, so they're not, the idea isn't that they are going to go down each question one at a time and answer it.
Open the,
No,
They're
Oh.
supposed to, like you said, they're supposed to create a presentation or something around those questions?
Mhm, cover the material, yeah.
Okay, okay.
agenda that the public will see.
And how many different, oh, okay, there we go.
There's the
So
public
there's-
agenda.
So we have 7, wait, stop scrolling.
Yeah, it's 6 and then 7 is extra time. They can ask questions until we get to 9 o'clock.
Okay, so, and for each of these agenda items, there's 10-minute total public comment?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they
So
get
that
1 minute.
means just public comment, there's an hour,
Right,
plus the time that each organization uses to do their presentation, right?
Right.
Have they been given a time limit for their presentations?
yeah, they were told 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so 10 would be 2 hours total. 15 would be another 30 minutes, so that's 2.5.
Right, and we figured it out, and it's only gonna leave 30 minutes for general public comment.
Plus muting,
Well-
unmuting, turning cameras on and
Well,
off.
and the
Setting
and
up
the, and the
screens.
intro stuff and things like that.
Yeah, that's another 20 minutes.
So that's 30 minutes for all the intro stuff, plus the general comment, public comment at the end, plus the closing statement. Is that enough?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Do you
Okay.
think really
Well-
everything's gonna take 10 to 15 though? I mean, I can see maybe an update.
Well,
taking
I'm
that
just
long.
thinking worst case.
No, fair enough. I mean, it's good to think it through.
It's gonna be pretty quick, like the update, because I told the captain, which now is not gonna be the captain. It's going to be the communications officer, Manlove, I found out today.
Oh,
So, yeah,
You know this from 6 to 9.
yeah, it's from 6 to 9, so it is what it is. And
Yeah.
we'll just go with the flow with the time. We
I'm
can't-
presuming some will be longer, some will be shorter,
Right,
Yeah.
I imagine. Rec Park will
and
be
some
longer.
will not require public comment on every single item.
Right. And the thing is, Rec and Park is probably gonna get the most response and probably gonna have the largest presentation.
mhm.
And hopefully we got the right people there that's not gonna sit there and,
Right,
say stupid things and it just keeps going on and, well, I got another thing. I got it,
right.
that's,
Now, Melanie, with the timing, if I'm timing each public comment at 1 minute, it's going to be difficult for me to also keep track of the 10-minute overall time frame. So you may need to do that.
Yeah, I'll have to do that for the 10 minutes.
I mean, because it's
And how do you want to, how do you want to do that?
well, I mean, I can start and stop the time for each person.
Right, but how do we? how do we
Keeping track of the cumulative time is going to be difficult for me to do at the same time.
Right, so what type of signaling do we want to do for the 10 minutes or up?
Yeah.
You just
one of
say
us
that
is
10
gonna
minutes
have
are
to
up.
watch it. We're gonna have to watch every time he starts and stops, okay, and go, that's one
Right,
No, no,
person.
no.
As moderator, probably I'm gonna have to do that because you guys are focusing on
Content.
communication.
We're not, okay, my assumption is we're not saying the cumulative time of each speaker is 10 minutes. We're saying from the beginning of the public comment period through 10 minutes total, just
Right,
from
exactly,
the time you say public comment starts, 10
Okay.
minutes later, public comment ends.
exactly.
And then however many people speak in between, they each have up to a minute.
So what I'll
So-
do after each thing is now we will start public comment for 10 minutes. And then what I'll do is just time it. And then you'll do the 1 minute each person. And then I'll say public comment period has ended.
However, what I would do is if there's, and if we have enough public comment per item, this may happen every time. I would, if there's somebody who's in the middle of their minute,
Yeah,
and when the 10 minutes end, I would wait until they finish before you say
right,
public comment's over.
Agree.
agreed.
And then remind them periodically, there will be general public comment at the conclusion if you didn't get a
Right.
chance now, and hopefully people won't riot and it'll all go nice and smooth because we're all here to help.
Okay, so you got, if the presenter that's gonna speak the 15, 20 minutes, if it's 15 minutes, we're looking at 90
Roughly.
minutes, just those guys doing their spiel. If they go to the 20, then we're looking at 120 minutes, which is one's an hour and a half, the other one's 2 hours.
Well, it was 10 to 15, yeah?
10 to
Yeah,
15.
10, it was,
I'm going to
Melanie
send-
said 10 to 15.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the
Oh,
agenda
yeah?
out to all of the people, the presenters that are coming. I'm gonna send the agenda out, and what I'm going to do is tell them, please keep your presentations to 10 to 15 minutes.
Or
period.
less.
That brings up another question. Do you want me to time the presenters as well so they don't go over that 15 minutes?
We should.
You should,
Okay.
Politely.
politely.
Hey, you stop. No.
Yeah,
Hey, police captain, I mean,
or I'll
communication
say stop
officer.
again.
Yeah, I would, Melanie, I would let them know that, we're averaging 10 to 15 minutes, but if you wanted to go under and leave more time for public comment,
Right.
if
Yeah.
you feel
In
like
other
you can
words,
cover
no
the
more than 15 minutes.
Right.
but don't make them feel like they're obligated to fill the
But I'll
time
put
amount.
that in
that
the email
Right.
to them. I'll put that in the email to them, that 10 to 15 minutes, if they want to go under and add more time to public comment, that's fine too.
Yeah. And encouraged, maybe.
I don't know if I'd say 10 to 15 or just say no longer than 15,
No longer than 15. Yeah,
Mhm.
but less is good.
less is good.
Less is more.
Yeah,
Exactly.
weekend I was gonna send the agendas out to them so they can be more prepared for Thursday. And so this is the final agenda that's going out.
Oh, also, before I forget, I did look at those instructions you sent me, and I also found them on the Zoom site, on the Zoom timer.
Yeah,
If those instructions never use the word webinar. They always use the word meeting, and I don't know if that is,
Ooh.
I don't know if that's generic meeting, and it doesn't matter whether you have that meeting in the form of a Zoom meeting or a Zoom webinar, or if it really means a Zoom meeting only.
Maybe
So,
practice?
I will have to try it out and see if I can get it to work. But I only looked at it right before this meeting, so I didn't want to
yeah.
log
I
you
got
out.
instructions sent to me on how to do a Zoom timer on our Zoom meetings. Cause I went to another meeting for another, like, it was some committee thing. Oh, for EVG. And all of a sudden they were using a timer for public comment. And I'm like, wait, how did you do that? Where did you get it? And they're like, oh, I'll send it to you. And so it was one of the Empower LA guys, Freddie, sent it to me. But I couldn't figure out how to use it, how to do it. So I sent it to Vic. And I said, okay, Mr. IT guy, figure this out.
Well, part of it apparently assumes that it's been installed by the Zoom administrator, which would be, like Octaviano type people, the done folks,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So,
Freddie, it's there.
huh?
According to Freddie, it's there.
Okay, that's the other thing is I need to look and find out where these apps are in the Zoom account, because I have never gone to the apps that these instructions talk about.
Yeah, because Freddie's from
So I'll take a look.
and he's the one that sent the stuff to me. So he
Okay.
said it's there.
Okay, did you forward the email that he forwarded to you, or did you just forward me the instructions?
I just sent you the instructions. I deleted, or it got deleted,
Oh, that's right.
unfortunately.
Look in your trash, see if it's still there.
Oh no, mine automatically deletes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm a hoarder. I'm a digital hoarder. I save everything.
Yeah, so like I said, this is the agenda that's going out. I put all the stuff that we talked about here to reiterate the public comment stuff, all that. But also I noticed it's down here in our formal stuff on our agenda, something similar. So whatever, we have it twice. That's fine. I figure double is fine. Double is better. They understand there's no questions about it then. So,
All in favor?
all in favor, yeah. So this baby will go out. I'll send you guys this one. And this just has the basic stuff on it to let you know what was asked of them. Okay.
Just
Thank you.
another thing to think about in terms of the amount of time. There's gonna be some amount of space in between each agenda item too.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
20 minutes will be devoted to space between and people turning on and off their microphones or their cameras, muting and unmuting. It's going to be a chore and a process.
Right.
Could even be more than that, because a lot of times they can't get it on, they can't do, we waste
Right.
You're
15,
muted.
20
You're
seconds add up.
See, and the other
That's gonna use up that 30-minute
right.
access very quickly then.
Right, so the other thing we can do, and I'm open to this, it's just whether or not the panelists are open to this. If there's a lot of participation and a lot of people still wanting to comment and we can make, as moderator, I can say, we can extend this for 30 minutes for public comment. If everybody is open to that, to the panelists.
Have you asked them about that idea yet?
Well, no, but we could just do it right then and there on the
Well,
spot.
but you don't
Yeah,
know
but you
if they
wanna-
need
you
to
wanna
get,
give
they
them a
need to
heads
get
up.
out of there.
Okay, I'll give them.
You,
that.
you
I'll-
have city employees who are doing this on their own time in some
Right,
cases.
so what we
Yeah.
could, I'll email them, ask if they would be open to extending it 30 minutes if there's a large.
I would be more inclined to say shorten their presentations to 5 to 10 minutes than extending the whole thing.
I think some of these
could do that too.
presentations will be shorter, like the fire
Yeah.
department, for instance.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
the fire department's gonna be minimal. The LAPD presentation, it's gonna be short and sweet because it's
they've already,
captain.
Well, one thing you could do is email them and ask them how long they expect their presentations to be.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No?
No, we're
I
getting
thought it
too,
was a good idea.
too
No,
fine. No, no,
No,
no.
because it
This
makes
is
us
getting too
look, it
micro
makes us look unorganized too.
Yeah.
You
Just
don't
let
want to
it-
do that.
Melanie, your chief task will be to keep the flow of the meeting going, to listen to Victor. Maybe he can text you if there's something he needs to tell you out of the realm of the meeting.
Right.
And just keep it going, and you be the one to say, thank you all, let's move on. That you're gonna have to do that if
Yeah.
there's the kind of crowd that you're thinking there will be. My
Right,
guess is the passions have cooled and this will
Mhm.
be a rather quiet meeting.
I don't-
Except for the community special guests that you've invited, who may be far more interested in equity and inclusion and underrepresented use of the parks
right.
than they are about permits and bouncy castles.
Well,
So I
the
think you need to be aware of that and you need to manage it as you go along.
guests that I
And you'll
invite
have to make some hard decisions.
were Lisa Williams from the pastor from
Yes.
in town.
United Methodist.
Then Tim McCoster, Danielle Sandoval's campaign, her, and Random Links, San Pedro Today, Daily Breeze. Those really are and Najee Ali.
Well, and there's the wild card right there.
Yeah,
A
So-
fine person, an excellent resource for the community,
right.
very committed, very dedicated,
But there could be a
but
lot of conversation.
not afraid to stand up and argue if he
Who
hears
else?
something. If
Who
he
else?
hears something he doesn't want to hear.
Right, or whoever he invites too.
There you go.
Um,
So just,
Sandoval-
Melanie, you're gonna be the toast, the hostess with the mostest.
Right.
You're gonna be Bob Barker here.
See,
You're
but
gonna make
Sandoval's-
everybody feel comfortable and
Has-
wanted and included, but you're gonna be the one to say, we're done,
Yeah.
move on.
Sandoval's campaign never responded.
Fine, she's toasted. Oh, never mind.
She's
Sorry,
busy.
sorry,
She-
sorry.
McCoster did. And he said he will be there. He can't stay the whole meeting, but he
Yeah.
will be part of it personally, and then his team will be there.
Okay, that's good. Okay, it's 6:30. I'm so sorry.
Already.
but I-
Bye, have fun,
Oh.
have a nice dinner.
Okay,
Take
you
care.
guys,
Yeah.
I'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Melanie, I'll text
Have
you in the morning
fun.
about the flyers.
Okay,
Goodbye, goodbye.
have a
Bye,
good,
Ann.
bye.
Thank you.
So I think pretty much, anyway, that's it. We're good. I really think that we've done a great job with this. This thing turned out bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I'll show you if you can see it on my screen. I don't know if you can. This thing is huge that Herb printed. Can you see it?
Yeah. Somewhat. But you know
I see a
what?
lot of words on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
There. How's
Yeah.
that? But look at how
Yeah,
big.
nice.
that's good. But you know, don't discourage if you don't see a lot of stakeholders there,
This thing is big. It's
you
11
know? I just,
cards.
I have to agree with Dan. I don't think,
See, I tend to disagree. When I had to go to the community police station for a tour of the communications building on Wednesday night down in downtown LA.
I know I was supposed to be with what's his name and I couldn't go.
And so I went for that, for the training and stuff. And what a craziness, because I was at Cedars for my doctor's appointment, then had to zoom over to downtown LA to get to the communications building. And it's like homeless all around that thing. So Ted's like, you aren't walking and dropping you. I'm taking you to the front, even though it says no parking, and dropping you off. And so, yeah, anyway, but there was a lot of people from the community that were there. And I talked to them about this, and they're excited about it. And so I don't know. There's a lot of, and people that aren't even in our community think it's an awesome idea, that are in like Covina that were there, and they're going to come and jump on, and took down the information in my business card. So, because they said for their parks, they'd like to do something similar. So who knows? Who knows? And even if it's 50 people, at least we're making a start. It's a beginning of a conversation that can continue.
That's absolutely right. It's a starting point, not an end point.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's true.
But anything else? I mean, I think we're good. I really think we're good on this, and the rest of the work is on my end to send out the agendas to everybody and what we discussed, and then for all of us to try and get these poster boards out, to have them posted, at least a good portion of them. We may not get them all 50 out, but it is what it is.
Very well.
All righty.
What time are you
Yes.
up tomorrow?
Huh?
What time will you be up?
Probably about 9:30.
Oh, okay. No, I'll be at the Assistance League. Okay, I mean, at
Unless
the,
you need me to be up earlier, and then I can set my alarm and get
well,
up.
I'm leaving at 7:20.
Oh Lord, I'm not up that early.
Why don't we stop the recording at this point?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Let me stop the recording. So let's see. Okay, so this ends the meeting, and the next meeting will be the town hall on the 27th of October. So I'm going to stop the recording.